Hi, Ash Popat here from ashpopat.com. Today is the fourth day in my YouTube video challenge, and today we're going to be discussing the finding the right industry, the right area, the right niche for your business to be in. I did try and record this earlier. It ran rather long. So what I've decided to do is actually split this out into two parts. The second part will be tomorrow, just to make it easier to digest. And I do value your time, so I don't want to just keep going on for any length of time. So let's get right into it, really. So the first step of deciding what industry is right for you or what area to try and put your business in, I think you need to decide what is it that you enjoy doing? Where is your skill set? It is really a personal thing. Now, the reason it is a personal thing is because it's going to take a lot of hard work. So if you don't enjoy what you're doing and if you don't enjoy the area you're working within, give it a few months, a few years, you'll quit. And that's not what we want. So you need to find something that's personal to you, that you're passionate about, that drives you, that motivates you. So when things get difficult, and they will get difficult, I'm not going to sugarcoat that in any way, but when things do get difficult, you have the passion and the drive and the commitment to keep going forward. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is the industry for you to work in. I can't do that because, like I say, it's personal to you. So what I will do, though, is I will help you find those areas that you feel you could have business in, and then in our next video, we will generally talk about whether they are good areas to have your business in. So what I'm going to do is first we're going to look at a few areas, or what I defined as three areas to be able to run your business. What I'm going to do is actually just switch to a whiteboard here. I'm hoping you can see that now. First of all, I will apologize because if at points you see my face get very close to the screen on this right hand side, I usually wear glasses which I've taken off because they have a ridiculous amount of glare on the screen. So what I've done is you may see me slightly squint as I go through this with you. But it's all about, like I said in a previous video, it's all about taking that imperfect action. And on this case, it's actually probably a slightly visually impaired action. However, let's move on. So the three main areas I feel there are your passion, lifestyles, and problems. I've read stuff where they look to also add in things like finance and love. But I do feel that those are covered by those above. I do think your finance falls into one of those three, and love generally falls into one of those three. So I'm not going to be talking about those, and I'm going to concentrate on these three here. So you have passion, lifestyle, and problems. Now, a lot of what you do, a lot of the areas, a lot of the niches, they're not exclusive just to one of those areas. A lot of the industries are not exclusive to one of those areas. I'm going to give you the fitness example. I have a lot of friends who are very fitness conscious. And for a lot of them, it started off in this problem area. It was a problem to them. So they were overweight. It was causing issues with their health. It wasn't something they wanted to continue with. So it was a problem to them. And as they went about trying to solve that problem, they got passionate about fitness. They got passionate about the idea of fitness. They then started to spend more money on that area. And that's where it moved from the problem scenario to them to a passion. And now these same people, they see fashion, they see fitness as what they do. It has now become a lifestyle choice to them, and so that is where like something will fall into more than just one area. It would probably fall into all three. But the major thing is the reason we look at these areas is because if people are passionate about something, they will spend money in that area. If people see it as being their lifestyle, they will spend money in that area. If they see it as being a problem and you can offer a solution to that problem, they will spend money on that solution. So that is why we look at these three to try and find the area for your business to be inside. I'm just going to stop sharing the screen here and bring you back to me. Here we go. So that's why we look at those three. But as I initially started with, what it actually is has to be something really personal to you, because you'll be working on this for days, months, years, and you need to be happy with what you're doing. You need to be happy in writing the content, doing the work to get you where you are, get you where you want to be, I should say. So that is why we do, that's why we try and find something that's personal to you. And like I say, in the next video tomorrow, we will show you which of these industries could be, or which of these areas could be an ideal opportunity for you to start your online business. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. But what I think you should do to start off with is take out a bit of paper, use a whiteboard, whatever, and write down where your skills lie. What are you passionate about? What is it that motivates you? What do you think you could talk about? What are your problems that you would like to help like to get solved? Are you overweight? Is this something that you would like to write content about? Because you can provide a perspective on there that a lot of the fitness people can't, because you're in that position, you have that problem, you are actually facing that problem as we speak. So that gives you an insight that a lot of others who are already in that industry do not have. So that is something that we can, that is something I recommend that you do, is you write down all the life skills you have, all the motivation you would like, and you put these down, you jot these down, and come up with a list of, say, 10, 15, maybe 20 of where your skills lie. Now, if you've just, say, come out of school, come out of college, come out of university, and you say, I don't really have any life skills, that's just false. You do. You already have a load of marketable skills. If you've just finished school, finished college, you'll be used to working to deadlines. You'll be used to working towards exams. You'll be used to managing the stress that comes with those exams. If you've just finished uni, the same thing goes. You know, you're used to working to deadlines, the stresses and the strains and all the rest that comes with it. Also, there's a lot of things you learn when you go to university which aren't considered to be life skills, which really are. You've probably learned how to live on a budget. You've probably learned how to live on a budget but still be able to go out on a Thursday or Friday night. And that is a skill. That really is a skill, knowing how to manage that budget, knowing how to still have the lifestyle you want while staying within the budget that you have. So these are all skills. So write them all down, sit there and think, well, what area do they fit in? What area could I use the skills I already have to be promoting one of these areas? And like I say, the reason we look at those areas, I'm going to see if I can share those with you and it'll still be there. The reason we look at those three is because if you've got a business in that area and you can offer solutions to the problems people have, if you can offer them services and products for their lifestyle choices or something they are passionate about, they will spend money with you. And that is what the end game is. That is what you need to be able to provide a long-term business. But to make it long term, you also need to be able to be passionate about it yourself, so you can go on and write about or talk about or keep producing the products in that area for any length of time. So that is, and actually I'm just going to end with a there was a friend of mine, you may have, this summer, the major thing was fidget spinners. He had no interest in fidget spinners. It was just a fad that he had seen get popular, and seen it come into the mainstream. He purchased about 10, I think maybe 15,000 fidget spinners, and that market is dead. He's now stuck with, I think, about 13,000 of these fidget spinners with nowhere to go. So if we do not follow fads, we do have a look at the trends and see, well, maybe I could fit into that trend with the skills I already have, but we just don't follow trends for the sake of it, because you never know when they're going to turn again. And if you don't have an interest in that area, you're not going to be providing any value, and essentially your business will suffer. So anyway, I hope this has been valuable to you. Like I say, tomorrow I'm going to go into some more information. I'm going to show you how I decide whether the industry we're looking at is viable, looking at a few tricks and tips on how to decide which one to go into for our business. I will be covering all of that tomorrow, so I will be speaking to you soon. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. You take care, and I'll speak